Hi everyone, it's the Comic Fan Man here coming at you with another video. And in today's video, we're going to have a look at the DC Multiverse Armored Batman from the Dark Knight Return comics by Frank Miller. Definitely one of my favorite story arcs created by DC. Really original concept for that time. Was to have Batman and Superman kind of fight each other over their moral differences. And I think that's really kind of where it started for them. They've picked up on it, obviously, and they've done a lot more with it these days as opposed to then. But yeah, it was an original concept back then, and it was really, really well done. And McFarlane Toys, I feel, really captured the design that Frank Miller did of that Batman really well here. So let's take him out the box and see what we got inside. Here's a quick look at the back of the box with the figure and the other figures in this line. I do happen to have this Wonder Woman. This Batman, at the time when they released this, I was super excited to see that Batman was coming out, but they never released him. Until now. They released the BvS Batman, and unfortunately during this line they released this photo, but the Batman they released was the tactical suit Batman from Justice League. So that was disappointing for that time. But in any case, the photo that they released here of the figure looks really, really good. All right, let's take him out and check it out. All right, so here he is out of the box. Dark Knight Returns Armored Batman. And take a look at this. Obviously, he comes with the regular McFarlane DC stand. He doesn't need it, obviously, as you can see. Detail is great, but he also comes with these very armored hands, which are really cool. They're both open, looking like he's ready to strangle somebody. Yeah, really very cool to switch out his punching hand, and obviously this is some kind of gun holding hand. Yeah, let's take a quick look at the figure himself. I really, really love this helmet. This is one of the best looking Batman heads I have ever seen McFarlane do. I enjoy all the detail that he put on that. Let's take a look at all of that. All of the work that they did here to really make it look like that Frank Miller suit is great. And he did it here as well. His gauntlets look really good. Look at the legs, the details on it. I mean, he definitely looks like a Batman version of the Doom guy. He looks really, really good. His utility belt. The back looks good, and all the texturing on his cape. Really a great looking armored Batman. Look at the detailed work on the boots. Even like this for me is kind of like making Batman almost look like a Doom guy type figure. He's kind of hard to stand. Oh, look. He even had all the spikes on the bottom of the boots, which is kind of making him a little tricky to stand at the moment. So I'll just put him back here along with the leaning up against the castle. But yeah, I think that looks really, really good. He's a great looking figure, almost exactly a one-for-one from the comic, the Frank Miller comic. Even his little facial scowl in there. Yeah, definitely looks like that Batman. Looks really, really excellent. And here he is with the Dark Knight Returns Superman. Again, the design is the Frank Miller design. And, you know, I don't really like this face. It is true to the comic. But yeah, this is quite possibly the ugliest looking Superman I've ever seen. But it is true to the comic. That's the way Frank Miller made him look. But yeah, as you can see, they size up pretty well. Batman is bigger than him in the armor. which is great. And here he is alongside the Henry Cavill Superman from the Zack Snyder Justice League. This is the Man of Steel color suit, the one that was the Target exclusive. But as you can see, he definitely still looks like the BvS Batman v Superman armored Batman. And you can definitely put him in alongside the Superman and redo that fight as well. That's really, really cool. I did not expect that at all, that he would actually line up with the Superman as well as he does. But yeah, you can put these two together as well and redo that scene from the movie. And here he is alongside the brand new McFarlane BvS Batman, Batfleck, from the McFarlane Multiverse. And yeah, they look really good together. This definitely looks like a before and after of him using both suits from BvS. And I think McFarlane Toys sculptors really did an amazing job here with these figures to make them look as good as they do. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. Obviously the detail painting here that's on this figure, he didn't have. I did that, but it's okay. You know, I don't really complain about stuff like that because that's kind of small and I can handle that. You know, McFarlane, I know he does a lot to try to keep the cost of his figures down, and I, you know, as a price conscious consumer, I can definitely appreciate that. You know, he really does a lot with like colored plastics so that he doesn't have to spend as much money on paint apps. So, you know, if it's just a simple thing of me, you know, painting his knuckles and his boot tips, believe me, I have no problem doing that. So I think this looks really good together. All right, so if you enjoyed this look at the Dark Knight Returns Armored Batman, please give me a like and subscribe, and look forward to whatever we have coming up next. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.